Good day, everyone. I am Rosmi Shoko, and I am about to answer these questions. So, for question number one, what strikes you as noteworthy, whether or not it was effective or persuasive, and how it enhanced your understanding of the issues at hand? So, future shock is the most important study of change and adaptation in our time, having been published in over 50 nations. Future shock is a story about the present in many ways. It's about what's going on right now with people and groups who are feeling overwhelmed by change. Change has an impact on our products, communities, organizations, and even our friendship and love patterns. Overall, I found this book of Alvin Toffler amazing and interesting. Question number two. Give your opinion about the book. Is the book easy to read or confusing? Is the book interesting, entertaining, or instructive? Alvin Toffler's book Future Shock is about change and how people adapt or don't adapt to it. Despite of the fact that the book was initially released in 1970, it is still relevant in today's technological society and it is easily be understood and not confusing at all. The book is set in the future and that future has arrived. Massive changes cause tension and bewilderment, especially when they happen quickly. Man must adjust to these changes, and Topler's thesis is that little is understood about the coping and adaptation mechanisms. In the book, Toffler rather attempts to investigate these mechanisms. Number 3. Does the author support his arguments well? Alvin Toffler argued that a new force, which he dubbed the accelerative thrust, had entered history. In addition, he claimed that individuals, organizations, society, and the entire world were unprepared to deal with it. As a result, there was a sharp break with previous experience. We were now living in a world that was no longer normal. We were meddling with the chemical and biological stability of the human race on the physical level, while on the psychological level, we were subjecting entire populations to various forms of overstimulation via sensory, cognitive, and decision stress. The underlying idea that was that both individuals and societies needed to learn how to adapt to and manage the sources of too rapid change. So yes, Alvin Toffler did support his arguments well. What are the book's greatest strengths? The greatest strength of Future Shock is that even though the author Alvin Toffler had just little knowledge of the internet, but he still did an excellent job of foreseeing the future by developing the adhocracy, a new style of being that will change the globe into a free-form world of kinetic organizations. Many functions will disappear, offices will become obsolete, communication will be continual and carried through various types of media, and so on, according to his theories, which later proved to be correct. For the last, we have What Are the Book's Greatest Weaknesses? This was an excellent book in my opinion, but it is now out of date. What Toffler was writing about in 1970 has a considerably greater impact today. An essential book would be a newer, updated version of the concept of this book. So that's all for today. Thank you and God bless.